Hello everyone, it is Yuga, Voice of the Dragons, and I've been wanting to make this YouTube video for quite a while now, and I'm finally in the right mind space and finally have the time to do so. So as the video title below shows, this video will be about what dragons are to me. And to start off the video, I wanted to talk about what dragons are on a practical sense so we have a good understanding of what it is that I'm talking about. So typically a creature of something that looks like this, wings, reptilian, serpentine, however you want to call it. But the one thing that really defines what dragons are is their magic and their wisdom. Dragons are ancient beings. Some perceive them as being of the first, and that is something I hold true to my heart. In my gnosis, I have been understanding that dragons are actually from before the void was the void. And there's a few that came through from whatever happened before. And they've helped seed life and help create what dragons are as we know today. But in terms of what I'm talking about as in more a present moment, what dragons are to me is that dragons are creatures of a divine nature. They are the protectors and the peacekeepers of the multiverse. They are the ones that have helped seeded life. They are the guardians of the elements and of nature itself. Now, they remain pretty neutral. They do not hold favors, they do not hold sides. Dragons are creatures that are about balance and maintaining balance, and they respect both the light and the dark aspects of all things of those natures. Now, let's talk about things on a more earthly level. For people that don't believe in the multiverse or of exuberant ideas and beliefs, and just let's say the Big Bang was the start of all things. What defines a dragon versus what defines a dinosaur is one, the magic that the dragons carry. Dragons are magical creatures in their own right, and they have control over the elements. They have magical powers that we cannot fully understand or perceive. And I say this with certainty due to the fact that I've had a dragon reveal itself to me. And in those few moments of understanding and clarity of what nature could be and what reality is, I saw a dragon open a portal and disappear into thin air. So that's why I know for a fact dragons have a magical quality. Dragons in most stories and legends typically tend to be the apex predator, the epitome of what the grand master is or what the final boss should be. And dragons are legendary in their own right for that reason. Because in most mythologies and in most creation myths, dragons are always seen as the top creatures. You know, there's not much that can compete with it other than really a phoenix, which is considered its equal. But their intelligence, the fact that they're ancient and they have their own elusive, mysterious ways, dragons have always spoken to the nature of mankind and what piques our interests and what mysteries there can be. But on a more personal level, dragons are in a dragons are family to me, honestly. I have a very special relationship with my guardian dragon. He has adopted me, and he is a very strong father figure in my life and in this lifetime. And the dragons that I have been working with throughout the years, the ones that have stood by me for the longest, they're very dear and close to my heart. When they make a reappearance, it feels grand. Even though there's nothing externally happening, internally I feel so much comfort, so much joy, and so much confidence. And that's something that I've only really felt with dragons. There are many instances throughout my waking moments, throughout my day, where I'll feel the comfort and the guidance of a dragon's voice through my head, in a very strong telepathical sense. So not like I hear anything, but I get a strong, reassuring, guiding feeling, and if I follow it for the most part, I see something magical happen, and it's not in a sense that I'm seeing anything physically, but I've had crazy instances and crazy coincidences and things that aren't so mundane have had happen. Sorry, that have happened. In my early years of life, I always wanted to believe that dragons could be real. I would draw them, I would give them names of a regal nature, and I always felt very connected to what they could be. Um, and then as I grew up, I started calling myself a dragon, and one thing led to another, led to another, led to another, and I found out my place was to be with them, and I belong with them. Why they take interest in people like me, I still don't fully understand, but I do know they do care for us, and the ones that they have revealed themselves to typically have a good heart and a strong head. And dragons have taught me many things about myself. They have told me many times over that I don't know my own power, and that I should be reminded constantly. So dragons, in a sense, have always been my greatest friend. I've always felt the connection. I've always wanted to be among them, and I do feel I will return to them one day. But I think this sums up everything that I really wanted to say as to what dragons are and what they could be for you. But I hope you enjoyed this video. May you blessed be, and Draco hic sunt.